computer's memory is something that is possible thanks to variables. Whether you use Python to make web apps, do data analysis, or automate some tasks, part of what you do will involve determining how many variables you need to use and what types of information they should hold. So what is a variable? A variable is just a named storage location in a computer's memory for holding a piece of information. As an analogy, you can think of a variable as a labeled folder in which you store a piece of paper with information on it, such as a number or word. Let's go over an example. Here's an example of a variable. In Python, all variables have a name and a piece of information stored within them. The example variable here in PyCharm has the name x_var, which is short for example variable, and has the value 5 as the piece of information it holds. Storing a value within a variable by setting it equal to the piece of information you want to store within it, like what is shown here, is known as assignment. Whenever you create a variable, you must assign it a value in order for your program to run without errors. You can also reassign a variable's stored value, meaning that you can change the value stored within a variable that has already had something stored in it by assigning it a different value on a lower line. Let's go over an example in PyCharm. Here on line 1, the variable xvar was initially assigned the value 5. Then, the value stored within it was changed to 7 when it was set equal to 7 on a lower line, line 3. You can use any combination of upper and lowercase letters you want in a variable name. However, when you create a variable, you should give it a name that will help you and other readers of your code understand what the variable does and what it is used for. In addition, there are also some other syntactic rules you need to follow. Let's go over them. A variable cannot have a number at the start of its name, and a variable also cannot have spaces in its name. You also cannot use special characters such as dollar symbols, periods, exclamation points, or question marks when naming a variable. There are two acceptable ways of creating variable names in Python. The first is with camel case, which means that you capitalize the first letter of every word other than the first one in a variable name. The second is snake case, which means that every word that makes up a variable's name is separated by an underscore. Snake case is much more commonly used than camel case and is what I will be using for my variable name examples in this course. You can also use numbers in a variable's name as long as a number is not used as the first character of the name.